Up next, taking on the Cavaliers. For Indiana, a historic postseason run. Only one loss through 4 rounds. They appear to be a team of destiny. Cam, Pacers, the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. They've got Exum, Anderson Varejao out there with Stackhouse. Then there's Jennings, and it's Capella in at the center position. Look at Indiana. They're looking to build in what's been a great run for them so far.
And it's not hard to see them doing that. There's a title in sight, and as tough a matchup as this group is on a mission.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk to head coach Kenny Atkinson. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
Good work that time by Embiid as the screener. He's been working on that part of his game.
Outside Jennings. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Jennings against Jones. There's Jackson with the 3. Gets it to go from behind the arc.
Hey, the defense better take notice. Jackson can knock down the long ball.
Outside Jennings. No good with the triple.
And really, despite that,
Jackson passes to Barrett. Inside, it's stolen by Capella. Outside Jennings, over Jackson. No good off the front iron. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jones finds Jackson. Embiid sets the pick for Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jones. Here's Barry. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Indiana leading by 3. Shoots him. Jennings looking around. Here's Capella. Capella with a screen on Embiid. And the shot goes in.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Jackson. Here's Barrett. Shoots the three, and the three ball is good.
And how about the stroke there from Barry? Has such an effortless release on his three ball.
Outside Jennings. Leans. That shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Outside, Jones. Back to Jackson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Indiana leading. Outside Jennings. To Exum. Pass to Jennings. Three-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Excellent job from Jennings to feel separation from his defender prior to the ball getting to him. And his instincts on offense, really, really special.
Jackson, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Josh Childress, he's checked in for Jackson. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Jones. The Pacers also changing it up. Van Horn comes in for Anderson Varejao. And it's Pondexter in for Jerry Stackhouse. Now here's Jennings. He's got 11. Shoots over Henderson. Indiana again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
Now Exum. No scoring in this one. Exum sets a screen for Jennings. To Exum. Fires for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
That's the Childress. And shot on the way. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Outside Jennings. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Henderson, and he makes good on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. Outside Jennings. There's the pick. Over Henderson. Jennings can't get it to go. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. To the paint. Out to Ibaka. Fires from deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Hey, when Ibaka is hitting shots like that, he definitely helps stretch the floor.
Pacers trail by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Exum finds Jennings. Here's Pondexter. Right side Jennings. Jennings with another miss.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
And so it's the And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint. Finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Jackson is out there with Malone. There's Josh Childress. Then it's Henderson. And it's Carswell in at the center. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Joan Petro, he's checked in for Cleveland. to Childress. Down low, here's Malone, and the layup's good off the glass.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Pondexter from outside. Drops in the tray.
That open of a look.
Pass to Malone. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pondexter gets to Anderson. Here's Van Horn. Stackhouse outside. A three-pointer, no good. Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Childress, and it's in there. Childress has got his third basket of the night right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Serge Ibaka is checked in for Cleveland. Berry comes in for Josh Childress. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Anderson to the wing right side. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Jennings is checked in. Henderson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Henderson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Koncak passes to Pondexter. Clock at 6. Jennings for 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Out to Ibaka. And so it's Jennings with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. It's a 13-point game. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Jennings has got 13.
Smart use of the pick and roll there. Getting Jennings working in these sets spells trouble for the defense.
Henderson outside. Shoots over Jennings. Shot clock resets for the Cavaliers. Embiid from outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Nice shot by Van Horn.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Cleveland making a change here. Jones is checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Koncak. Verajao comes in for Van Horn. And it's Exum in for Quincy Pondexter.
And how about the vision from Ibaka? Great job of finding his teammate.
Now here's Jennings. 13 points in the game. Exum with it. It's back to Jennings. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Jennings has got 4 points in the quarter.
And Jennings starting to fill it up in a hurry. An incredible score. He feels comfortable shooting from anywhere in the gym.
On the wing, Jackson. No good with the wing jumper. Pacers trail by 11. Jennings passes to Verajao. Now Capella. Here's Stackhouse. Off target with his 3.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
You will not find a player any better at attacking the rim than Ibaka.
And here's Exum. Jennings for 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
On the wing, Jackson. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Exum. Jennings wide open. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 5 assists in the game. Cleveland leading by 10. To the middle, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Barry, covered by Stackhouse. Jones, the pass to Ibaka. On the wing, Jackson. He's defended by Exum.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
6 seconds separating the shot game clocks. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Karl Malone's checked in for Jackson. McDermott's checked in for Indiana. The Cavaliers leading. Jones looking for an opening. Embiid with a screen on Jennings. Here's Malone. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Malone's got 4 points now in the quarter. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Cavaliers lead by 11. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
And we thank you for...
They've been methodical, dissecting the defense with their passing. This is what you mean by unselfish play, guys.
Looking at this series, thanks for spending half.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. We're seeing a tremendous game from Brandon Jennings.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Anderson Varejao. Ante Exum is out there with Jennings. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Stackhouse in at the small forward.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Ibaka sets the pick for Jones. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's Exum. 20 points in the game so far. Jennings finds Capella. Out to the right wing. Indiana needs to get a shot on. Hits the 3-point bomb. Stackhouse has got his second basket of the night.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Jackson misses.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
And here's Jennings outside. It's hauled in by Barry. The Cavaliers leading by 5. It's Jones on the wing. He's guarded by Jennings. Pass to Embiid. And here's Jones. Here's Jackson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 6 assists here tonight. Jennings against Jackson. Now, here's Exum. It's back to Jennings. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Second, Joel Embiid.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Embiid. He's got 5. Stackhouse with the steal. And now in transition to Stackhouse. Here we go. And again the turnover by the Pacers. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Barry, covered by Stackhouse. Left side Jackson. 6 to shoot. Ibaka, wide open, he fires. Embiid punches it down.
All the potential in the world as a glass eater. Embiid is equipped to dominate on the offensive glass.
Pass to Exum. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Jackson, that's good.
And Jackson is a known sniper, someone who is quick in how he gets his shot off and a reliable wingman.
And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for Indiana. Right side Jennings from downtown. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Ibaka sets the pick for Jones. Pass to Ibaka. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Ibaka's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Exum passes to Jennings. Indiana again missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element. That's how you win games.
Exum passes to Jennings. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Pass to Barry. And he makes that one. Barry's got 7 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. A different look now for Cleveland. Childress comes in for Jackson. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Jones. Indiana also making some changes. Van Horn, he's checked in for Bergeron. And it's Pondexter in for Jerry Stackhouse. In the corner, it's Pondexter. Shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 3 assists tonight.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by Cleveland.
Embiid the screen. It's Henderson on the wing. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 10.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pacers trail by 18. Now, Exum. He's got 9. Exum sets a screen for Jennings. No good on the 3.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Now, here's Exum. Outside Jennings. Exum sets a screen for Jennings. Back to Exum. A 3-ball. Buries it from 3-point range. Exum's got 12 in the game.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Embiid the screen. Pass to Henderson. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now Jennings. And the Pacers another three.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Henderson outside. Fires the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Henderson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 17. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Come on, we got to have some presence down there.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Jackson. He's out there with Malone, and it's Henderson in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Malone with the block.
Good to see Malone working hard on the defensive end. His team appreciates that type of effort.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pacers trail by 19. Pass to Van Horn. Here's Stackhouse. A 3 from Anderson. Good, and the assist goes to Stackhouse.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Carswell, good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Anderson can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 18. Pass to Rakasner. Dexter with it. Jackson on him. Some nice passing here by Indiana. There's the pick. Lets the 3 fly. No good from Stackhouse. The Cavaliers shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Malone sets the pick for Jackson. Off target from outside.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Rakasner, the pass to Malone. Jackson from long range. Sinks the triple.
This demonstrates.
Go over it. Timeout.
Watch the screen. Hey, yo, Jennings. I got your help. Outside. Hey, watch the pick. Pick. Ball. Rebound. Step out. I got you. Don't get picked. Hey, bust that. Nice 3.
All right, come to the side. Carl!
That's what's up. Let's show them what we're all about.
Oh, say does.
Taking a look at Indiana. The NBA Finals continues on as these teams feel each other out.
Yeah, there's a lot of act and react between the coaches. After one adjustment is made, the other side will make a counter adjustment as well.
A look at Indiana's starting group. We've got Clint Capella, and it's Exum in at the 2. Pass to Jennings from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's on Dante Exum. Cleveland shooting their first foul shot of the night. And that one misses. Here's Exum. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And here's Jones. Pass to Barry. Screen by Ibaka. To the right side. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Exum outside. There's Jennings. The 3-ball. Drops in the 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Cleveland. Now Jones. Jackson outside. And Verjao pulls it down.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Exum with it. Jackson on him. Exum gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Barry. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
The Pacers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And here's Exum. Here's Jennings, defended by Jackson. Screen by Capella. Jennings from outside, off the mark. Now the Cavaliers with it. Pass to Barry. Unloads. It's rebounded by Indiana.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Here's Verjao. Defended by Jones. Verjao can't hit. Now here's Jones. Jackson outside. Screen by Embiid. Jackson pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Now I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Now here's Exum. Pass to Stackhouse. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Outside Jones. Now here's Jackson. Another shot. And Embiid with the lay-in. Embiid's gotten a second bucket on the night.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities?
Jennings' shot is good. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Jackson outside. Pass to Barry. Nifty move. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Here's Jennings. Back to Exum. Capella, screen on Jackson. Takes a step back. Jennings passes to Exum. Shoots over Jackson. Exum shot is off. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. And that one's good. Jackson for 3.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And during the postseason, let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. Second is Joel Embiid.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Here's Stackhouse. Right wing. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Van Horn. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. The Cavaliers lead by 3. 1:44 left in the first quarter here. Capella with a block.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
Jackson on the wing. He's guarded by Exum. Pass to Childress. Shot clock at 3. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Van Horn. Pacers trail by 3. Exum outside. And there's a pick. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Ibaka, good.
I just love the ball movement.
1:02 left in the first quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Van Horn. And Indiana misses again.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Henderson with it. Exum picks him up. Childers passes to Ibaka. And here's Henderson. He's guarded by Exum. Screened by Embiid. Henderson for 3. Some solid defense from Exum. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
There's a screen. Exum gets the bucket. Exum's got 5 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's Childress missing. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cleveland on top, up 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. They've got Dante Exum, and it's Pondexter in at the 3 spot. The 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he sinks the second. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Childress. He's scoreless. Pass to Malone. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Exum.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
To the paint. Here's contact. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Pass to Malone. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Pacers trail by 3. Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. There's a screen. Anderson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Childress. The rebound by Koncak. Here's Pondexter, defended by Henderson. It's Anderson on the wing. Inside. Here's contact. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Jones. Still without a bucket. Henderson outside. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. It's good on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. That ties it up. Exum's got 8.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Henderson outside. Down low. Here's Malone. It's hauled in by Van Horn. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. The shot by Stackhouse, no good. Cleveland has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And there's the screen. Henderson, right side. And he's gone for the lob! Exum passes to Van Horn. Knocks it loose. Embiid with a steal. Now here's Henderson. He's guarded closely.
And athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Ibaka, he's checked in for Cleveland. Jackson comes in for Henderson. So nice passing by Indiana here. Pass to Mills. Here's Pondexter. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Jones finds Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Here's Stackhouse. They set the screen. Here's Jennings. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor. The Cavs have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Screen by Ibaka. Jackson outside. Counted from distance. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
Jennings, defended by Jackson. Pass to Pondexter. Here's Stackhouse. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Leading by 5. The 3. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
1:24 left in the half. Here's Stackhouse. Fires the 3. He drops it from range. Jennings has got 11.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game place for a team.
Here's Barry. He's got 5 to the middle. And Embiid fires it home.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Pass to Jennings. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Now Jones. Back to Jackson. Screen by Embiid. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Capella. 2-second difference between shot and game clock.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Jackson outside. Pass to Ibaka from outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Cavaliers ahead, up by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsed.
Looking at this series, thanks for tuning in.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Cleveland leading by 5. They've got Serge Ibaka. He's out there with Jackson. And it's Embiid in it to 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Jennings. Pass to Exum. Here's Jennings. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Jennings has got 13.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Pacers trail by 7. Here's Jennings. 13 points in the game. Pulls up on the wing. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Indiana's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Pass to Jennings. This one for 3. Joel Embiid with the board.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Jones feels it out. Back to Jackson. And here's Ibaka. Jackson outside. From downtown. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Pacers trail by 10. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Jennings. They get it again. Here's Capella. Ooh, great D that time from Ibaka.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute. Just 1 of 5 from the field.
Jackson, left side. For 3. And they get it back. Embiid misses. For Indiana, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Pass to Jennings. Gets the 3 to fall. Jennings has got 5 points in the quarter.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Looking at these playoffs so far, here are some of the players who have been distributing the ball the best. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Ibaka. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Ibaka's got 9 points.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Pass to Jennings. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
To the inside. Stolen by Capella. Here's Jennings, defended by Jones. Here's Exum. Pass to Jennings. Another one falls for Indiana.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Jackson outside. Sinks it from distance. Jackson's got 6 here in the quarter.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Here's Exum. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Jennings. There's the 3. Barry pulls it in.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Outside Jones. Here's Malone. Here's Barry. 4-3. It's hauled in by Exum. Exum's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Jennings. It's a 3-pointer. Jennings has got 24 points.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Off the mark there with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
To the left wing. Stackhouse, the pass to Jennings. Pass to Stackhouse. Another 3 for Indiana.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Jones to the paint. Here's Malone. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 6 assists in the game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Jennings. 24 points for him. Buries it from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Barry. He's got 5. Jones finds Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. Indiana with a rebound. Capella's got 5 rebounds in the game. Exum passes to Jennings. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
So both teams changing it up here. The Cavaliers have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Henderson outside. Pass to Embiid. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Van Horn. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Concat passes to Jennings for the lead. Another 3 for Indiana.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Cavaliers trail by 3. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Smith outside. Ball stolen. Exum outside. Pass to Concat. Here's Jennings. Here's Van Horn. There's the triple. Sends it home from 3-point land. And it's a 6-point Indiana lead. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Indiana. And it's Varejao in its center. Rakazner. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
Now they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off their arc tonight.
Here's Stackhouse. Pass to Pondexter. Anderson for 3. Unable to get that one. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Childress. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
That's the stack out. That three's off the mark. The Cavaliers shooting around 53%, a nice number. Knocked away. Henderson, the pass to Malone. Yep, count it.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Pondexter. Launches it. Cavaliers with the rebound. Embiid's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Out to the right wing. Outside, Anderson. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Malone. That one's good for two. And now it's just a 2-point Indiana lead.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
So both teams making some changes here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Jennings. 5 on the clock. And Indiana misses again. For Cleveland, they've got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Here's Barry. Outside Jones. Now here's Ibaka. He's closely guarded. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Indiana substitution. Number 42.
Indiana leading. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Jennings to win the cold spell. And again for 3. Barry's his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Now Embiid. Here's Jackson. Embiid passes to Ibaka. Here's Barry. Screen by Embiid. Another chance. No good. Indiana leading by 5. Now Capella. Here's Jennings. Puts up the tray. Can't get it to go. For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
The Pacers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Exum outside. All alone. And he sinks the jumper.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Jackson outside. And that's in.
And this is just typical of him. always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Jennings. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Cavaliers trail by 5. From 12 feet out, Cash.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Here's Jennings. Oh, off target from downtown. On the wing, Jones. Jackson outside to tie it up. Capella pulls it down. Indiana shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ibaka with a steal. Jackson down low. Discarded by Exum. For three. Yes, sir, with the three.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Here's Jennings. Clock at 4. Jacks up a three. The three is off. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Jones can't get the three. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Great time to call it. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. We've got Clint Capella, and it's Stackhouse in at the 3, the small forward. To take the lead, it's good from beyond the arc.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pacers trail by 3. Exum outside. Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Jackson outside. Fires it from 14. Capella pulls it down. And for the Pacers, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. No good from 3. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Jackson. Jackson outside. Now Embiid. Oh, he jammed it.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Going inside. A little over a minute and a half gone now in overtime. Here's Capella. There's another rebound.
It seems like he's grabbing every rebound.
That last one ties him for most in a playoff game in this organization's history. Now here's Ibaka. Jackson down low. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Here's Jennings. Capella screen on Jackson. Pulls in another board.
This night will have a place in the franchise history book. Since the team's existence, no one's had this many rebounds in a single. Playoff basketball brings out the best in him. He set the single-game franchise record for postseason rebounds.
And this crowd knows it. They're letting him hear it. He's off on the free throw. Unable to get... Jackson with it. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. Oh, it doesn't go. Now a timeout called by Indiana. There's 21 seconds left in overtime. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Beyond the arc. Takes a three. Ooh, the three doesn't go. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah.